to kick it off. Going off first, we're going to talk about the first overall pick search. Now, what I mean by that is, throughout the years, the first overall pick is supposed to be a franchise changing person. He's supposed to be a guy that he's a guy that he makes stuff happen. For example, different sport, but a guy like Jaden Daniels, he came in and he made things happen. You know what I mean? He wasn't the first overall pick, but that's what you look for in the first overall pick. In recent years, we have gotten guys like Anthony Edwards, Kay Cunningham, Paulo Banchero, Victor Wembanyama. But before that, there was a lot of duds. Before that, dating back to 2013, Anthony Bennett, Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins is not a scrub, but is he franchise altering? No, he won a ring being what? A role player. You can draft a really good player high, and he can be a really good role player. But number one, I'm not looking for no role player. Carl Anthony Towns. Now he's like an in betweener for me. He's a guy that he's not a bum, but he's not really franchise altering either. Really, if you ask me. Ben Simmons. We know about Ben Simmons. It's not really much to discuss with him. Markel Fultz, DeAndre Ayton. I mean, these are the picks that we had. So now I feel like we're in a kind of a good space. So I'm gonna let Devin go first. I just wanted you to give everybody your thoughts on just this whole, it's like the bread and butter of first round picks. I mean, we still got a question mark on this recent first round pick that the Hawks had.
Yeah.
So holler at me right quick.
So that's what I was going to talk about first. I don't even know how to say his name. What is it? Zachariah?
Zachary
Zachary Russia.
Russo.
So I was even going to speak on him. Like the team doing good, but it's not because of him. I don't think he necessarily going to be a franchise changer. And the person that they thought was supposed to be the number one pick clearly ain't no franchise changer in Alex Saw because I watch him all the time. And he just got his first double double last week. So, but you had some good people. Anthony Bennett. You talked about Andrew Wiggins. I'm not going to say Cat. I do think I ain't gonna put Cat in the same boat as them. I mean, the man's what he starting the All Star game this year, so he been balling. Like he changing the Knicks franchise to me right now. I know Brunson's supposed to be the man, but me personally, I think Cat has been the best player on that team this year. So
Yeah, I'll
it
give you
might
that.
be late, but he changing the franchise right now because Julius Randle definitely couldn't get them to what they doing right now. But to go back further, you got picks like 2000, I believe you got Kenya or '01, Kenya Martin, Kwame Brown, Kenya Martin.
Mm-hmm.
You got Andrew Bargnani and Andrew Bogut.
Yeah,
You
back
can't
to
tell me
back.
them two franchise. Yeah, that's back to back, '05, '06. To be honest, you only had that many franchise changes. If you've been honest, you got LeBron. I would say Dirk Rose is a franchise changer,
I would
even
say.
though he didn't last as long. I would pick him as a franchise changer. Um, because my man I got on right now, John Wall, I don't think he changed the franchise. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's hard to say like he wasn't a franchise. He changed the franchise as far as us winning more games, but he's not that guy you build your team around. So when you say franchise, I only think it's a few people like that. LeBron, obviously, LeBron is the main one from 2000 to now, and next after that, I would say maybe
Dwight was right behind him.
yeah, Dwight. Dwight is in there. I think Victor Wembanyama is going to be in there. I like Kyrie, but he came into being with LeBron James. Like it's different. So honestly, I need the real definition on what you think franchise changer. Do you mean like they gonna be better? They gonna win a couple games, or they contending for a championship every year? Because you got people like Luca. That wasn't the first overall pick, but I mean first pick. But so I just need the true definition of what you think franchise changer is.
Yeah, I mean, like a guy that you can build a team around. A guy that once you get this guy, you can build a team around him to win. not
All right,
necessarily win the championship because everybody ain't gonna win the
yeah,
ring.
everybody not
Feel
gonna
me?
win.
I think
But
John Wall is a. I think
I
he
do
is.
too. I think John
Franchise
Wall is too.
changing.
He
Yes,
changed the whole
he
culture of
did.
y'all
He
team,
did.
bro.
We needed some extra pieces
He's
with him though,
similar.
too.
He's similar. Like culture changing. He's similar to what John Morant did when he came in.
I
Like
agree, but
John
see, I
Morant
think
came
John
in.
Morant
I'm
was a
saying like his
little
rookie
better.
year. Yeah, yeah. Now, I'm not comparing them as far as players, but the impact they had on the franchise. John Morant, his rookie year, they weren't winning, but you could see like
Yeah,
they playing different when he on the court.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean? John
agree.
Wall got Gortat $80 million.
Yeah, he did.
facts.
It's just
He was a top point guard in the league at
Yeah,
one
Otto
point.
Porter got a max deal leading the league in the 3-point percentage off John Wall passes.
Otto Porter got a ring too.
Oh, look.
John Wall don't. That's my boy, but I see it different. Like he's not like a Kyrie Irving to me. He could just lead the team by himself.
I don't even know if Kyrie can do that.
I think he
Like,
can, but
I'm
it
just
was different
saying,
with
like
LeBron.
leading a team as the number one option. How much better you think Kyrie can do than John Wall?
Me personally, I think tremendously better because he can score. No,
I
I'm
don't
just
think
saying,
so.
but it
I
just
don't think
depends on
so.
the team based around him too. You
I
know, I
mean,
mean, I'm all about people who got skill more so than straight up talent. Like John Wall had talent, like athletic talent. Kyrie got straight skill. So I'm always going to gravitate to that type of player than opposed to. Well, I can't use because people be talking about KG and Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan got straight skill. I think KG do too. So that wasn't a good comparison. But maybe Zion. Zion got straight athletic talent to me. He don't got no real skill.
yeah, but John Wall also has IQ though. He's a point guard. He's a
Yeah,
pass first
fair
player.
point.
So John Wall was giving you 20 and 10.
And
So
defending hard too.
and defending, you know what I mean? He got like I think is he up there with D Wade with block shots? Like
Yeah, he
John
was
Wall,
second. He was second, but he wasn't a shooting guard. So I guess he would have been first
he
in
probably
point
first
guard.
with point
Yeah,
guards then.
he was
He
first with
probably
point
is.
guards for sure.
Yeah,
And,
so
and
I think John Wall is one of those guys. He's not like a Tim Duncan, a Shaq, a LeBron. He not that good, but John Wall is definitely a franchise changer. He can come in and get a team out of poverty, and obviously he can't do it by himself because nobody can do it by themselves. But
Yeah.
you know,
So I think
you bring him a player or two, he
I mean,
can definitely get you.
he had the
look,
swag and
look,
all that. You know what I'm
did,
saying? He was
did
dancing. He had the
did
behind
Ben
the back
Simmons help
move.
change the
Like
franchise?
the who?
Ben Simmons.
In his prime, he could have, but
Like
Nah,
he did
like
change the franchise. They was when he first
it's
nah.
came
hard
in,
to
he
tell though
wasn't
because him
even
and the B
baller.
came in together.
He came in with
But
an
yeah.
B. Yeah,
Maybe
he
he came
went
in at
back.
the same time. That's why we went from 0 wins to
But when
53
Embiid
wins.
hurt,
AD.
AD. That's all right. So this what I So I do think this is probably one of the best stretches of first round picks. The five that you named, Victor Wembanyama, Paolo Banchero, what is it? Cade
KD,
Cunningham,
yeah.
Anthony Edwards.
I would stop there because I just
Yeah, I'm about to
can't.
say, yeah, them four. I think it's so I got two other stretches of four players that could
Okay,
probably
talk to me.
hold, you know what I mean? So we got I didn't put the years down, but we could see the years. I think it's 82 to 85. It's James Worthy, Ralph
Mm-hmm.
Sampson, who got hurt, but he was like that.
Mm-hmm.
Akeem and Patrick Ewing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great stretch of number one picks. And the other ones, the ones we talked about, Derrick Rose, Blake Griffin, John Wall, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis. That's 5 in a row.
That's 5.
Yeah.
That's 5 in a row. Them 5.
That's a good one.
So, you know what I mean? It's been a couple where back to back, 2 years in a row, there'd be a good player, or there'd be like a really great player and then a bad player. But I think this is one of the better 4-year stretches of like first round picks because Cade Cunningham is a dog.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards, you see what the NBA trying to make him do, and Paolo and Wemby, like two guys who are size mismatches and can do it all. So I think this is one of the best stretches for first round draft picks in a row, and I think that like this draft that just passed, I don't think anybody would have lived up to whatever hype you had for them because it just seemed like a draft that was not built for like a superstar. But the few people that I do think could make a splash are not getting the opportunity. Khalil Ware just started to get opportunity with Miami, and he's nice. Rob Dunn, whenever Minnesota plays him, he plays good. And another dude who ain't gonna get no burn that I think could be good in the league is Reed Shepard from Kentucky. I think he'd be a solid player, not a superstar, but I think he'd be a solid player in the league, man. But he just didn't get no. And then you got my guy, you know what I mean, that got hurt, the nail tech, Jerry McCain.
Yeah, he was balling. I can't even lie.
Nice.
See, but with Reed Shepard in Houston, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they got too many good players at
That's what I'm saying. He's not gonna get his opportunity.
Because you got people like, even though he's not a big name player at all, Tyreek Eason, he's a decent player. You got a lot of good players.
Cam Whitmore.
Yeah, you got too many players.
Cam Whitmore just started getting burned. So
facts. He angry over there. Seems like he don't even want to be over there.
Man. So I the few people that I think it's I think Stephon Castle is pretty good. But it's like those two that I named pretty much like I think they could have made a splash like, oh, I thought this draft was role players. I don't know. You might have a star here, but they're not getting the opportunity. And Ben Simmons don't even count. Like he didn't play his first year, came in the next year, and it's like, man, I don't even know what's up with Ben Simmons. But I this is another thing I wanted to say too. Being a number one overall pick, like some of these players that crashed and burned being a number one overall pick, they might have been better if they were picked at 13 or 15.
Yeah.
Because living up to that pressure is diabolical. And it made me bring this question. Like, do we think it's harder to live up to the hype of a number one overall pick, or you think it's harder to beat the odds when everybody doubting you? You know what I mean? Picked in the second round, pick late, like a Kawhi or something like that. You know what I mean?
I think it's pros and cons to both sides, really. Because like when you're the number one overall pick, you got that pressure, but you also got the opportunity. You're gonna most likely start once you're the first overall pick.
And you got breathing room to make mistakes too. That's
yeah. I do think you got breathing room to make mistakes, but people turn on you quick because honestly, Cade Cunningham is balling this year. He really is. Last year, people would think he wasn't just because the team wasn't that good. And I was like, you got to get him. He actually can play. But people are not watching their games. They just watching what's happening. Wasn't nobody really watching him if you're not really into sports. If you really into sports like us, we knew he could play. So I think now people are starting to see. But for me, I'm like, I been knew he was like this. He just needed a few years with the team.
And he always hurt.
Yeah, he hurt.
He always hurt. He finally healthy now. Finally healthy.
So I got a question for y'all. Out of these, the stretch that we just named, the recent stretch, all right, who do you guys think out of those four players, Victor, Paulo, Cade, Ant, who do y'all think is going to I think all of them are going to be successful, but who y'all going to think going to be the most dominant one out of those four?
Me personally, I think it's going to be Victor. I think his skill set is crazy, and he played on the defensive end. I think he's gonna get the most opportunity too, and he don't need somebody to come in there to help him score or something like. He just need a good point guard, and some other players is gonna play defense. So I think it's gonna be Vic. Yeah, because Anthony Edwards seems like he's not struggling right now, but I don't know, he needs a little help. That Carl Anthony Towns losing Cat ain't what you thought it was gonna be. Even though it probably wasn't his idea to trade him or nothing, but I think he thought he was gonna plug in Julius Randle and they was gonna get to it because Randle do a lot of barking and stuff, and he probably a little more feisty than Cat, but that don't mean his skill better. You could be Charles Oakley, but not have skill like Duncan. So that's what that's like.
I thought that Anthony Edwards would just to piggyback off that. I thought that he either they were gonna be a good team, not they are a good team, they're not trash, but like after the year they had last year, and he fresh off the Olympics, I'm thinking he about to average 30. After they traded Cat, I'm like he's about to average 30. Like, that's what I thought. And some people say he's figuring out the new team, trying to adjust to the double teams and stuff like that. So. We'll see, but I do think it's Wemby by default, just because he's 7'4" and his defense, bro. Like he stops fast breaks by himself.
Yeah.
It'd be two people running in front of him, and they behind him, and they'll dribble the ball out. And I'm like, what? He gonna have 8 blocks messing with me. I'm not giving up no fast break layup. So Wemby, his like the defense on the defensive side is a major factor because Paolo can do it all. I feel like any other 4 year stretch of number 1 picks, if it wasn't Wemby, anybody else, not anybody else, because you got the Shaq and LeBron in them, but most of them, Paolo would be my pick. You know what I mean? Because Paolo is nice. He's a skilled bully. He's a skilled bully, and guys like him, and like you might not think they're great shooters, but on nights when their shot is falling, there's nothing you can do. Like people always like early in LeBron's career, oh, let's make him shoot. But the games when his shot falling, good night. Right. Even now, that when his shot falling, he be like he turned back the clock. He going crazy. Like so, Paolo can do it all, bro. He is nice, but Wemby, he's 7'4", and like he can guard 1 through 5 almost. Like it's just crazy. Yeah. I mean, Wemby's just a freak of nature, and there's nothing Paolo can do about that.
Like, it's nice. I watch him on the offensive end, and he doing like reverse layups and soft floaters from the free throw. I'm just like, man, what in the world? So it's just really nothing you can do with him.
Did you see the footage of him when he was a kid playing?
Yeah.
This what I got from that video, if you don't mind. He looked like a baby, like everybody said, he like a baby deer out there. He looked so uncoordinated, no footwork. So you can tell this not just he grew 7'4", he going to be like he really worked on his game. That's what I got from that video. Because most NBA players, you would think at that age they the best kid on the court or one of the best. But that's what that told me. He really worked on his game.
Yeah, because the video you talking about, if you actually look, he ain't got no highlights in it. He just running around. Maybe getting a rebound, but other than that, it ain't how you getting highlights.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So.
Oh, you clearly think it's Paolo.
That's all I'm gonna say about this whole situation here. Now, I can't argue that Wemby take because that dude, like you said, he's 7'4". Defensively alone, that's just he just can dominate a game just by being there. Like you said, you done seen guys have wide open layups, and just because they see him, they passing the ball. So like he definitely is very impactful in that way. However, on the offensive side, I think it's a little different when you got a guy like Paolo. You got to think about how they both was brought in. See, Wemby last year, he showed a lot of flashes. If you compare their rookie years, I feel like Paolo came in looking more ready than Wemby. Would you guys agree with that? Now I feel like getting Chris Paul was an excellent move by the Spurs to help facilitate his growth. You know what I mean? And now you see the impact of that. You know, and of course it's his second year. Like Joe put in the comment, shout out to Joe. He's a hard worker off the court and he's focused. So, but I just feel like with Paolo, 6'10", 280, 260, 270. Like he like Braun, bro. He like Braun mixed with Melo, but he's 6'10". So can I say KD too? Like he's like all three of them mixed together, bro. You know what I mean? He has all those qualities, and I feel like everything is gonna get better. Ball handling is gonna get better. He's gonna get stronger. He's like Joe said, he plays at his own pace. I feel like he can slow down a little bit more at times. His passing is gonna get better. I feel like he's gonna be a triple double guy. Like I really feel like he's gonna average. At one point, it's gonna be like 27, 8 and 8, like easily. You know what I mean? Just get a couple more better shooters around him, you know, and he's gonna just keep getting better and better. So I wouldn't be surprised if Paolo dominates more than Wemby, to be honest. It's just hard to argue Wemby because, like y'all say, he's a freak of nature. The dude can block anything from anywhere. But I know when we play against Wemby, he don't be doing all that. That's all I'm saying. Like when he come to Orlando or we go to San Antonio, it ain't Wemby balling.
He gotta get some weight on him.
Facts.
I do think that's gonna come. He gotta get some weight on him because he shoot a lot of threes. And I be saying, like point guard. Like I saw they had Drew Holiday on him one time, Josh Hart. All they doing is getting low and just trying to rough him up. So he got to figure out how to, take advantage of that. But with Paolo, I could agree with you with Paolo if he could turn into two of the players that you said. If his game go to more so KD and Melo, it's probably a hands down no brainer to me. But right now his game is more polished, like you said, is more so like LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
If his offensive game get like this, I would have no issue saying it's gonna be Paolo. But he still got like it's not it just looked more LeBron like with the ball, other than them two, far scoring wise. He can score, but it's just more on. Well, he probably looked a little bit more sharper than LeBron actually.
He
But
does.
it's not Melo.
It's not quite Melo or KD. I
Right.
get
If he can get like
I agree.
I'm more so saying Melo because he close to that body size. If he can get a scoring like a shot and a jab step like that, he gonna be tough to deal with.
And that's the thing about him. That's the best part of his game right now is his mid range game. Like he does that. The jab, shooting your face, posting you, one dribble pull up. So I agree. I definitely agree. Like the sharpening up his offensive skill would definitely make him a way better player for sure.
He's a combo guard coming up. He had a growth spurt like his freshman year or something like that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? The point guard skills, the guard skills are always there. But another thing I like about these four that we ranking, these four players, they all dogs.
Yeah.
They all dogs. Paolo be trying to dog you. Wemby try to go at you. Anthony Edwards, you see what he do. You see how he treated his idol, KD. Went smack at him. And Cade, I don't know if y'all saw when he was on TNT, when they asked him about him and Jalen Green, he was like, why y'all don't speak? He was like, we don't got to speak. I mean, I think we both know what it is. Like, they've been at each other at neck since they both came in the league because they went 1-2. So they always link together. Like, so I think all four of them dogs, man.
So we just spoke about what's that? 4 straight? Yeah, 4 straight that was actually gonna be something. And think about the 4 that was right before them. 2016, you had Markelle Fultz. 2017, I think you had
Ben Simmons was 2016.
Ben Simmons, Markelle Fultz, 2017. 18, you got DeAndre Ayton, and 19 you got Zion. And all 4 of them are not about to say on their way out the league, but I don't know. First, I don't know where Markelle Fultz at.
Yeah,
Ben Simmons might be on his way out the league. He keep board driving like this. And the other 2 are definitely most likely on their way off their teams. So that's 4 straight that we just talked about that's doing good, and then the 4 previous ones is struggling. So I'm thinking like, what could have been franchise changing for them 4 franchises right there? Because I don't know exactly the players in them drafts, but
Luka and Trae Young and all them is DeAndre Ayton's draft.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had Luka, Trae Young. It's just so many things that could have changed for certain franchises.
Markelle Fultz was the Jason Tatum, Lonzo Ball.
Like, come on, man. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Having Tatum in Philly.
I think Donovan Mitchell was in that draft.
Donovan Mitchell was the next, yeah.
Fox was in that draft.
A lot of ballers.
So many people.
Yeah, so yeah, man. A lot injuries derailed a lot of these people, man. I think that the one dude that I wish would have got a chance to tap his potential is Greg Oden.
Mm-hmm.
I think Greg Oden would have been a dog. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think he would have been like that. He used to dunk the ball so hard in college. Oh my goodness.
Especially in that era.
That's what I'm saying. That era, he had B. Roy and Aldridge.
Mm-hmm.
He'd have been a dog, bro.
Yeah, that would have been nice for him. No, that's a first round pick thing can definitely either change your team or derail your team for sure. Because